Well, hello everybody, it's HeapCVA. Welcome to my channel. Happy to see you around. Welcome to EmergeNYC. And we're not anywhere. We're on my homepage of my Steam page. And I wanted to talk about where we are since the Manhattan map went up on the 3rd of September. And as I said in a previous video, I've been struggling trying to put together video footage that didn't have a lot of problems. So then on the 7th, there was 8.5A, which was a regular update, and he considers it a hot fix. It has a pretty good list of things. Doesn't have everything I would have hoped, but I can imagine that's probably normal. If you really want to see a lot of stuff going on, go to EmergeNYC's Discord channel. It is hopping with people. Some are happy, some are sad, some are in between, some are asking the usual questions, and a lot of people, obviously, that were hoping for this map to come back are frustrated by the issues they're experiencing, and I'm surprised. A lot of us aren't experiencing the same thing. And the answers that we're being given are sometimes helpful and sometimes not helpful at all. It'll be in the next patch. It'll be in the next update. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, now that I know that, which I kind of feel like that should be a warning that they put out every time, I can kind of make plans accordingly. So I thought, all right, instead of trying to put together good coordinated video play, I'm going to just run with it as is. If nothing happens, great. If something happens, great. It's all going to be on video. Good, bad, and the ugly. Or the indifferent. So, I'm going to cut away and start the game out of... I'm going to start EmergeNYC out of Steam. And next time you'll see me is probably when we're responding to an incident. So hold on for just a split second because that's all it'll seem like to you. And I'll be back and we'll find out what's going on. Okay, guys. Now, my equipment is being dispatched. And unfortunately, they are simply crashing into each other. There we go. Maybe 49 probably broke loose. Now, I'm doing the AI feature to call the units to the map. It does allow me to have 2 units respond at the same time versus going back and getting one. And we do have a fire. And so what I'm doing is watching to see how this turns out. Like we're in a helicopter reporting the news. So there's the fire right there. There's engine 49 coming the correct way. That is a good start. And I wanted to see this because, honestly, even on the Brooklyn map, I was having a hard time with this. But I've got to be very careful. I'm at 61 frames per second. Everything is running pretty good, although it says my card is at about 66 Celsius. To me, that's a little on the high side. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. All right. Well, he's going to not cut the corner like I would have, but we'll live with that. That is working, though, because they were talking about pathfinding and that some of the reasons for the AI issues was that the pathfinding was not as dialed in as it could be. So I just want to make sure they go where I asked them to go. Even if they go up and over the curb, you know? All right, I marked him to go about there. He went where the truck is supposed to go. Okay. I can always reposition him. That's not an issue. I want to see where it sets the truck up or if he's just going to rear end the engine. So he rear ended the engine. So let's do this. 49. All right. We had a little fender bender here. I don't know where my guy went. There he is. We're just going to pull over here to this hydrant. Oh, that's not a good sign. At least I could do that. Maybe not. All right. Well, you know what? Truck, that's good. So, this is kind of funky, but I'm not unused to these issues either. What we'll need to do is just kind of reposition if we can. I'm happy with that. All right. Now, obviously we got a taxpayer going, like a grocery store or something. Give me a split second to kind of get dialed in after the accident, and we'll kind of go from there. So count for a second, and I'll see it. Okay, guys, get started on this. Looks like they've solved the double door problem that I had before. Fix my helmet so I can see. These are tough locks. All right. So where's the other lock? Is that here? Yes. So he's going to get set up here. All this dipping back and forth is kind of, I don't know why he's really doing that. He's kind of steaming a little bit, isn't he? Wow. All right, going in. Do an attack. Looks like we can get through the windows here, get a good knockdown. Mask up. Get fire overhead. certainly like to get some of this vented. All right, making a little headway on this. Drop some ceiling. Still could use some ventilation. I've got some ventilation up top. That never hurts. Should be able to make quick work of this now. Doesn't look like this place is in business anymore. All right, this fire is extinguished. We've got a little mop up to do, etc., etc., etc. So we'll do our mop up off camera, get our equipment put away, and get back to quarters and get ready for the next incident. So we will talk to you pretty quick. All right, everybody, we got us a working fire. Looks like 3rd floor. 57's first on scene. Waiting on an engine company that hopefully shows up. We'll find out here in a split second. All right, and 78 fell right in behind me. That's not where I actually was looking for that. I need to get going, make sure we can get in. Let's just ventilate while we're at it. It's kind of smoky up here. I think this is our fire floor here. That is definitely the fire floor. So vent here, do a search. Not getting in that door. Vent these. I think this goes one more, yep. So let's go ahead and see what the engine's doing, because this looks like a pretty easy fire to kind of knock down. Okay. Make an entry. Let's get aggressive. Got to get a little closer to see the flame sometimes. Doing a search. The bedroom is clear. So go in here. The kitchen. And a quick knockout. I think we need to do a little overhaul. And we don't have to watch all that, so I'll cut away at another point here in just a second. All right. Doing a little overhaul, we'd be doing this. Doesn't look like we're going to be pulling any ceiling. Never really sure what that door is. Cleaning this, we'd be doing that. I think this window's open. No, it wasn't open. All right. Vented all that out, nice and clean. Looks pretty good. I think we're about ready to call this good on this particular incident. Notice it's all vented up here. So I'll get my guys all put back together and headed back to quarters, and I'll talk to you pretty quick. Yeah, all right, guys. We're on scene of a restaurant alarm activation, and this is one of those that hasn't been actually added to the game yet. There's a couple of these floating around, and there's not much we can do about it, but I just wanted to show you that, and I'm seeing on Discord a lot, not everything has been added to the map. You may get all the calls, but when you show up, there may not be anybody there. So, that being said, now we can send 31 engine back to its quarters and wait for the next alarm. So give me just a second. Okay, guys, we're on scene. We got one dwelling well involved. We've got exposures. I can hear 57 truck coming from somewhere. Truck 75 is out of service. So I'm going to pull some hose out, get it flaked. While we're waiting for 57 to get here. Hopefully they go exactly where they were told to go in the AI system. There they are right there. And looks pretty good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. They went exactly where they were supposed to go. That is so awesome. I can't tell you. So I'm curious where I can find a coupling. That's going to do. Got a little bit of a frame lag, and so I'll have to deal with it. I'm finding that having so we got two structures going now. Let's see if we can get this before it gets any worse. So I just want to pop some doors real quick. So let's see if I can open this door just by kicking it. We can, not a problem. We'll do the same over here. Get all protected like. All right. That hurt him a little bit, but not too much. Actually, we'll leave this right here. Hopefully he doesn't lose it as he kicks it down the street. Let me get my hose man off of 30 engine set because he's just about ready. Of course, he's not dressed. So our hose line's already out. Get going on this, get aggressive as we can. One thing I've learned about breaking windows in these residential building is sometimes the glass just does not break. We got fire overhead. Looks like we're going to be dropping some ceiling. Visibility is terrible. I know there's fire here. Got to get us to a point. I'm going to have to take this guy out. If I can find it where he is. There we go. It's funny how it looks like he doesn't have his air pack on. I know I air packed myself. That stinks. So real quick, let me jump over here. Get this taken care of. Instant perfect. I'm going to get to work on this lower floor of this other one too. Man, I'm getting some real lag, unfortunately, which really disappoints me. But I'm finding out that when you have enough engines on the map, you will eventually experience the lag that I'm experiencing right this minute. I'm down to 22 frames, which, you know, isn't terrible, but is not great. And it's just, I'm really surprised. All of a sudden, I didn't experience this yesterday when I was trying to make a video, but yet today I am. That's a dead end, weird dead end. So we'll see if we can get this to a point. The truck needs to open up above. My goal is to keep this on the first floor. Oh, for crying out loud, we got to the third house. Well, this is where multiplayer would really be a help, honestly. And somehow or another, it got ahead of me. But I can only be in one place at a time, unfortunately. So it's going to have to do it in this house. Try to move as quick as we can. Get this back to only working on one building at a time. Hate when the flames sneak up behind me. All right. Moving right along. Upstairs. You know, if you had multiplayer, even one more person, you could likely keep this fire to one building. Okay, see how that first building's doing again. I think it's time for a new air bottle. We're good to go. Definitely hot above us. Okay, guys, in the process of, with all of the delays and the bogging down, I'm at 61 frames, but I'm getting so much lag. The ladder is stuck. I can't move it right or left. So we got it to a point. I would have liked to gone farther. I believe I've gone farther than I actually went in any other video. So I'm going to shut it down here. It may be 15 minutes. It may be 20 minutes. I don't know how long the video is going to be. I've got a lot of editing to do. So thank you so much for coming by my channel. I really appreciate it. I like EmergeNYC. I just got to keep my fingers crossed that the things that need to be fixed really, really get taken care of sooner than later. I would like not to be too old to play the game before it's done. If you like the video, thumbs up would be great. Really appreciate it. Comments, suggestions, ideas, requests, down in the comments. I love reading them, love replying to them. If you give me a thumbs down, if you could give me a second, let me know why. I don't like to make mistakes if I don't have to. Share the video. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. Click the bell so you can be up to date on whatever's happening on the channel. Wherever you are on the planet, I hope you are going to have a great week. Hope you get to do everything you want to do. Hopefully everything's going your way. I'm going to get to work on this thing. You guys take care, stay safe, and we'll talk to each other soon.